Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to week 2 of Klowd9. Thank you so much to everyone who made week 1 so awesome. We are officially at 85 followers on Instagram, 96 Facebook likes, and 38 Twitter followers and 13 YouTube subscribers. So thank you so much to everyone who has been liking, commenting, and sharing the last video and the content that we've been putting out. It's been a huge reason for the growth that we've had so far. Looking forward to seeing how we continue to grow. Congrats to Tom Brady and the New England Patriots for winning the Super Bowl last night. Might not have been the most exciting game, but we still hope that you guys enjoyed the time spent in good company around friends and family. So in last week's video, we talked a lot about how pursuing happiness needs to be the focus, and that is going to be the way that we become successful. So today we're going to be talking about how we actually might be able to pursue happiness in our own lives. I remember being at a soccer camp when I was younger, and we had a guest speaker at the soccer camp who was one of the professional players. He was one of my favorite players at the time. His name was Jeff Cunningham. Jeff was talking about a lot of different things and answering a lot of questions amongst the kids, but as his time to speak was concluding, the director of the camp asked him, is there any last thing you want to say? How do you want to inspire these kids? And as a kid who had high hopes of becoming a professional soccer player someday and getting this opportunity to learn from somebody who had done that, I wasn't really too pleased at the time of what he decided to say. But what Jeff said were just 4 words: messy room, messy life. I didn't really understand the weight of this until a few years later when I went to the movies and saw this movie with Bradley Cooper in it called Limitless. The movie, if you haven't seen it, is basically about a guy who's not really satisfied with where he's at in life. Seems like things aren't really going his way, and he's presented a new pill that allows him to use more brain capacity so that he goes on to become really successful and do all these things. But what was interesting about the movie and what really stuck out to me was that one of the first things he does once he takes the pill is gets back into his apartment and realizes how messy the place is and instantly starts cleaning up. Furthermore, you might notice throughout the movie that it wasn't just a one-time cleaning, but he actually creates this habit of being clean between his apartment, his desk, and in general just cleaning up different areas of his life and keeping those areas clean. So again, the habit was created. And when you really break it down, at the end of the day, when we look at our own lives, we are just an accumulation of different habits that we've created over time. And it's the nature of these habits that you can't really just drop one. They're always instead replaced with another habit. So one of the best ways we might be able to clean up these areas in our lives is to not only destroy the bad habits, but we replace them with good habits instead. Now, destroying bad habits and replacing them with good ones is much easier said than done. And one of the best ways that we might be able to do this is by setting goals. This is a big thing that we talk about a lot throughout Klowd9, that we set goals in multiple areas of our lives. And we really feel like that is one of the best ways that we might not only be able to become more happy and build out different areas in our lives, but also, again, become more successful as a result of that. So the question really becomes, what areas of our lives do we need to set goals in? Well, there used to be this guy who was a motivational speaker and an author of several personal development books named Zig Ziglar. And he wrote a book once called Born to Win. And in this book, he's talking about how important it is throughout this journey in life to have a balanced wheel. He called it the wheel of life. And what Zig is basically saying is that if you put yourself at the hub of this wheel, that there are about 7 different spokes of the wheel that are necessary to build out and strengthen as much as possible to have as smooth of a ride throughout your journey in life. Whereas if one of those spokes isn't as balanced out or as strong, it could be a bumpy ride for you. It might not be as smooth. Now, your wheel might look different than ours. You might have more than 7 spokes or less than 7 spokes, and might want to focus on 5 different areas of your life that you really want to set goals in and build out. But for us, we are going to be talking about those 7 different areas that Zig talks about, and not only showing you the goals that we're setting, not only for Klowd9 as well as for ourselves, but also showing how we are building those out and strengthening those and optimizing those as much as we can. And those 7 areas are as follows. Zig talks about your spiritual wellness, your physical wellness, your mental wellness, your financial wellness, your social wellness, as well as your personal wellness. And lastly, he talks about your career choices, your career wellness to go with that. So those are the 7 areas that we're really going to be talking about over the next series of videos. And we will be demonstrating what those areas might look like, as well as what kind of goals we can set in those areas of our life to create those good kind of habits that are going to help propel us forward to happiness and, as a result, success with that, making sure that we have a smooth, balanced ride along this journey. Now, the last company I worked for, they did an awesome job of understanding this power of goal setting. And so what they did is create what they called a WIG, which is an acronym for Wildly Important Goal. So it's important in every one of these areas to have one WIG, perhaps that you set throughout the year and then break down by month, by week, and ultimately by day to work towards that WIG, that wildly important goal that's more important than all the others. Now, our ultimate WIG for Klowd9 is to build out this community as much as possible and inspire as many people as we can. So we break that down by month. Our goal for the end of February, our WIG, our wildly important goal, is to build out our community to over 250 Facebook and Instagram followers, 100 Twitter followers, and 30 subscribers on YouTube. So please, if you are excited about hearing what we have to share over the next 7 videos about how we can build out each area of our lives, share this video, build up some anticipation for us, and we are looking forward to not only sharing with you what our WIG is in each one of those areas and what kind of habits we're forming to make sure that we accomplish that goal, but also to be inspired by you and hear from you what kind of WIGs you're setting in these areas in your life. Again, one of the main purposes of Klowd9 is to motivate and encourage each other to become the best version of ourselves that we can become. So thanks for watching, and thank you again to everyone who has been liking and commenting on and sharing our content. You are the catalyst that drives the success of this page. And we hope that you join us next week, where we'll be talking about the area in life that we feel like is the most important to set a WIG in, to set goals in, to create good habits in. The spoke of the wheel that will not only strengthen the other spokes of that wheel of life, but be potentially the most important for contributing to your own happiness and success and well-being. So have an awesome week, and we will see you then. Take care.